Hey everybody, welcome back to Plum Figgy. This is Tammy. Alright, so I've got some really cool journals to share with you today. These are going to be in my Etsy shop, and as usual, I'll have a link down in the description for each one of these to my Etsy posting. Okay, so let me go ahead and we've got a lot going on in the screen here. So I've got two of each style, but they're all basically the same style. So I'm going to go ahead and start with these two on the right, and these two are naked journals, so there's no decoration on the inside whatsoever. Oh, I should say, first of all four of these are Reader's Digest covers, and they all use they all have the same papers on the inside, essentially. So, okay, so yeah, these two, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit all over the place. These two are both naked, not decorated journals. I've very conveniently found a number 1 and a number 2 sticker. So, this is Naked Journal number 1 and Naked Journal number 2, featuring some Victorian dress. Because the papers on the inside are very sewing Victorian style papers. So you've got some ruler here. I just did kind of a little collage on the covers. So let's go ahead and start with number 1. Here's a closer look at the cover of this one. Just did a little collage down here. We've got some pattern paper for making clothes. Back behind the image here, just a little bit of fabric down here, so a label for you if you want to add what you want to add. Reinforce the spine on all 4 of these, and then here's the back of this one, so you can see what that Reader's Digest cover looks like. So let's go ahead and start in here. So I just these are also all hidden stitch spines. So they're going to lay pretty darn flat for you. I mean, these are fresh off the press, so they may need a little bit of help here and there when you're opening it and stuff for a while, but they'll loosen up as you use them. So yeah, like I say, the paper pad that I used, it's basically that copy weight paper, scrapbooking paper. And it came from Hobby Lobby. I think it's their haberdashery paper pad, which I absolutely love it. It's got a lot of really cool papers in there. So this one may not necessarily be overtly sewing, these first two. So if that's not really what you're into, that's fine. If you know, it's very much just a girly, very pretty vintage ladies theme. So, but you know, you'll see things like this where there's like some advertisement for, I guess back in the day, lingerie or under clothes types of things. Paris is another theme, so you know, you got stuff like that in here. Other than those papers, I've included everything's been tea-dyed on all of these. These are from digital kits. So I printed that and then tea-dyed the back side. And then just some other notebook papers and things like that. This is a very, very faint dot grid. I don't even know if you can even see that, but so there's some of that in here too. And so here's some notebook paper. So really, really pretty colors, just very vintage, and this would be a perfect journal for writing, or there's plenty of space if you want to add, you know, a bunch of your own ephemera and photos and all that good stuff for junk journaling. Would be a good art journal as well. Sketchbook. I'm doing sketchbook revival. I'm behind, so already, and I think this is day 3. Yeah, so I'll be trying to catch up on that. I don't know if I'll be sharing that with every day with the or obviously not every day. I'm not sure if I'll put videos up on that or not to my YouTube channel, but we'll see. Okay, so there's journal number 1. Now here is basically the same thing with a different cover. Number 2, so here's a closer look at that one. I love this design on the Reader's Digest cover. This one I did cover the spine with some yellow dye. Well, it started as white, but it's been dyed yellow lace, just because you could see kind of through this fabric to the Reader's Digest spine, and I didn't really want that to show. Plus, you know, this is prettier. So here's a look at the back. So kind of yellows, pinks, and orange and green. Very retro. And so let's take a look inside here. So this one, you've got suede. This is the only one that has this different fabric on the inside. The other 3 have that other fabric, but it's kind of a mauve pinkish color on the inside, front cover and fabric. So some old-timey advertisements. I should also mention these first 2 have 4 signatures. And I always have all the, oh gosh, love the tea dyeing on this one. What was I just going to say? Oh, I always have all the dimensions and number of pages and all that stuff in the description on Etsy. So if you're ever curious about that, it's always there. So, and this one might be my favorite paper out of all the paper in that pad. So a little bit of sewing mentioned kind of here, but overall I'd say it's kind of an Art Nouveau / Paris / almost 50s theme with the strawberries once in a while. So, but I guess they would consider that a calico print. This and cherries. So, yeah, I'll just quickly, very much like the last one, nothing too different. Obviously I used the same papers, so, and then this is just a repeat of what we just saw. So, love that one too. So here are the first 2. Those were the 2 naked journals, undecorated journals. When we say naked junk journal, that's what we mean. And then the other 2, again, have a Reader's Digest cover and fabric and reinforced spines. These 2 have 3 signatures each, and there are collaged journaling cards throughout both of these. So let me go ahead and get started on this one. I think I'll call this one the mannequin cover. So on the cover I have clipped here, you've got a little envelope made from the Ex Libris page from the journal, and then I just stitched on some lace and fabric on the back here. And then tucked inside the envelope, you've got this is from the paper pad. So it's copy-weight paper. It's not cardstock, but tea-dyed. And there's obviously a lot more room here for you to add more to this if you want. And then a large journaling card that I've created using the scraps from putting these journals together. And then I've decorated half of them. So this was one that was decorated. So just did some stamping and other pictures from the paper pad and decorated that. And then each of them have been backed by a paper that you can write on and use as a journaling card if you want. And then, as you can see, sewing all around the perimeter. So if you wanted to decorate your cover, you certainly could. Here is a closer look at this one. Sorry, this one's a little crazy, so avert your eyes if that bothers you. So, yep, this just goes right on the cover there with this nice little clip. And if you don't want to keep it there, you certainly don't need to. But yep, that's how I've done these. Again, use the inside front and back cover paper and hollow hidden spine. That's what I meant to say. Hidden spine binding. And like I said, these two have 3 signatures, same papers, but throughout you're going to have journaling cards tucked in with paper clips. And so there will be a couple of these in each, and then but mostly the ones that I've created with the scraps and things. So here's an example of one of those, and I'm not going to pull them all out, but as you can see, the back side of this one is just a nice tan colored paper. Gosh, really great tea dyeing on those. Do you see that? Look at this. It's just awesome. I almost hate to give that one up. But these, I think, have a bit more of a sewing theme to them. That's how I decorated the journaling cards. So just, I guess, know that. And yeah, this one has a cute little heart-shaped paper clip. So on the other side, it's got a nice little heart there. But yep, here, I'll take this one out. So this one, you've got a old-timey sewing machine, got a little bit of writing space here, and then here's the back side of this one. This one does have a shiny back, so that's just the way that cardstock was. Here's one with a little bust on the front, a label and a thumb thing, and the back side of that one. So there's tons and tons of room for writing in all of these journals. So if you're looking for a writing journal, these are perfect for that. There's another one of those paper journaling cards. And here's this one. So got a little bit of fabric there with some sewing on it, and then here's the back side. This one I didn't decorate, but it happened that she was right in the middle, and then you've got a piece of the sewing machine there, and maybe you almost don't need to decorate this one. But this could be a really good belly band if you wanted to use that. I mean, I purposely didn't attach these to the pages because I thought you could turn these into tuck spots or, you know, belly bands or pockets throughout your journal if you wanted to, if you didn't want to use the backside for writing space. I think pretty much the backs of these are all either this or that grid pattern in the green. So here's another one of the paper ones. An undecorated one. This one's pretty big, and oh, and the tan color on the back. This one's pretty big. This would be a good one for your own photo if you wanted to do that. So, one more. These were fun journals to put together. I really enjoyed these. So, there is a little bit of something here, and I'm not sure. It came to me this way. It feels kind of waxy, so I don't know if you wanted to cover that with some decoration. It wouldn't bother me, but just going to point that out in case it might bother you. So here is the cover of this one, and let me go ahead and take this off so you can see. So I did the same thing again with a big journaling card that's been decorated. Got some sewing on that fabric there, a little bit of thread, and just a fun little thing there. And then that's the back side. And then here is this envelope, again using the title page from the Reader's Digest, and we've got some fabric and a little bit of lace just sewn onto the flap. So, oh, and before I attach it, here is a look at the cover of this one. This one, it's kind of painted in a way that's like in a 3D effect almost. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, so I like the colors, though. I think the colors work really well together. So here's the inside of this one. Really cool olive green color here. It's like a mustardy olive green. It's very different. Here is a journaling card that I decorated. This is stamped onto tea-dyed tracing paper, I believe. It's hard to remember every little detail about every paper that you have when you have as much as I do. But again, same papers throughout. I'm not going to pull them all out because they have the same backing colors as the first ones in the other journal. But each of these little cards is different. Oh, I didn't show you the inside of the... I didn't show you what's on the inside of the envelope. So here's the little card that's on the inside of this one. And that just fits nicely inside. Okay. Where were we? Here we go. And all the paper clips and things that I used in this journal are gold. If that makes any difference to you. I just wanted to kind of keep it nice and consistent, I guess. Love that page. So pretty. Here's another one that I decorated. Just with a little bit there. And another one. Got a label and some stamped images there. Here's another one that would be good for using as a belly band if you wanted to, if you don't want to use it as a journaling card. Here we go for that one. This one I've tucked on the bottom of the page, and you've got the green grid on the back of that one. And like the other one, this one has 3 signatures. This one's cute. I like this one with, I stamped this on some really old book page, so this is legitimately aged. I did not do anything other than stamp on that. Got a little bit of fabric there, and then your sewing machine on some tea-dye paper, and then just a cute little label at the top there. There's another one that's ready for you to add to your own touch too, if you want to. Oh, love the tea dyeing on these papers. I don't know how I did that. I'll have to do that again. Speaking of which, I should probably dye a bunch more papers again. It's been a while. Kind of running low, I think. So, okay, just about done with this one. Got another one that's not decorated here, and then that's your last page. So yeah, you could easily add a pocket back here, or use one of those journaling cards as a pocket or something, on the front or the back, really, if you wanted to. Whoops, well, I'll fix that when I take pictures. So, alright guys, well, here are the 4 journals again, and like I said, they'll be linked down in my description box below if you're interested, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye!